Yo, what up? What up? What up, my friends? Happy New Year to all of you out there. This is the Joe McFo Show. And let's see who we got in the comments. We got some early birds here. Already got a like for me. Thank you, Amanda, if you're watching this now. I see your like and we'll raise you a like. Now we have 2 likes before the fun begins. I like that you described it as fun. I like to think we have fun at these live streams. Hello, hello, hello. What up? Happy 2023. Lots of good energy in here. I like it. I like it. So let me get some music playing real quick. There we go. I like that we're starting off the new year with some good vibes. And as you can see, I'm rocking my Shadowboxers t-shirt. I thought it was appropriate considering we've been working on the poster from last year that we didn't finish. Couple of there's something else to say to y'all. Um, it has slipped my mind. It has slipped my mind. But anyway, glad to have you on here. I'm gonna get my mic set up. Let's see, we got Christy Paintbrush, Amanda, Manette, Neftali, happy 23. So hope you guys all had a great holiday break. I hope you all missed me. I missed you guys a lot. And we need to get back into drawing. Shadowboxers is going to be doing some big things in 2023, hopefully. That's my goal. And we're going to start off by finishing up this poster. Now, if you remember, I was working on this sketch from a couple of weeks ago. And it started off looking like this. That's a really faint version of it. Yeah, there we go. It looked something like this. And I thought it was a cool poster, and we started cleaning it up. But we got the buildings here, and we got Javen. Although, I gotta admit, I did tweak this a little bit in the time that we left each other in 2022. And instead of this pose, I actually decided to redraw it. And I kind of like this sketch a little bit more. Where he's actually looking at us a little bit more. I think it just connects more with the audience, and I think it's a cooler pose, even though it's very similar. So I'm going to be cleaning up Javen's sketch here, and I'm also going to hopefully add some more detail to these buildings. And I know what I was going to say to y'all. I'm a little hungry, so I got like a little muffin here. So if you see me munching on that at some point during the stream, don't mind me. But anyway, I would like to know how you all how all your breaks were. Did anyone have any life-changing experiences for the new year? Did Santa come bearing gifts, or did you not care about any of that? Hopefully nothing really sad happened to you all. I drove so much. I visited some family and friends. I went to San Francisco. I was in Phoenix for a couple of days. And I did a lot, and I am just exhausted. So this is actually a much needed break for me. And I'm just ready to get back to doing what I care about. And so that's been my time. So we're going to draw Javen here. I'm using the vector layer to get this going. And we'll see how this goes. We'll see how it goes. The vector layer is feels a little weird sometimes because it changes just a little bit as I draw. But, it's all in the name of making good art, right? So what you gonna do? Got my little Javen reference here. Let's see. He's attacking us with his powers now. Hey, you might be, but, it is what it is. That's. Well, he's probably protecting you with his powers more than anything, actually. Muffin time. Yes, it is muffin time. I started a new job, lower pay, but much less stress. I also opened an Etsy shop. Congratulations on all of that. That's good news. I totally understand the whole less pay, but less stress. I think it's a fair compromise, honestly. Hopefully it's not too much less of a pay. Hopefully it's not making you struggle, but, I totally understand that dilemma. I think we've all faced something along those lines one way or another. So something else I'm going to try when I do this drawing too, I'm used to doing just super clean lines and making it look like animation, but I want to try and vary it up a little bit and just get some texture in the marks. I find it to be a little less stressful when I do that. And, the reason they have such clean lines for animation is because they have to be really precise, but also because you're not going to analyze it since there's so much movement. So because this is going to be a poster and you're going to be staring at it for a long time, I think it's going to be good to have some line variation, make the drawing more interesting. And we'll just see how it goes. So yeah, I sketched this out earlier, and now we're just working what we got. Working with what we got. Um, well, my mom cracked her skull when she tripped over a dog, and a guy drove his car into my grandpa's house on Christmas Day. It was interesting. Everyone is well now. A Christmas I'll never forget. I'm so sorry to hear that. That is terrible. That sounds like a show. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds like a sitcom show. And that is really unfortunate. Man, this is I love texture. Mars says hi everyone. Oh, I remember what I was gonna tell you. Please like the video if you have not already. And when this video stream is done, please comment on it. The more that you guys boost this, the more people see it, and it really helps out the channel quite a bit. Even I know you guys wouldn't do this, but even negative comments help boost the channel, because it's just traffic. I remember a couple years ago they released the new Ghostbusters movie, and it was like the most disliked video in YouTube history. It was the one with Leslie Jones in it. I never saw the movie, but like that still got a lot of traffic. People were still talking about it, even with all those negative reviews. So despite the fact that I may not want negative reviews, I do want more people to see these streams. So please like and share and subscribe if you have not already. Thank you very much. All right, so I'm getting Javen sweats here. Nice, big, simple shapes. And I'm going to go back and I'll clean up some of this stuff here just to make it a little nicer. But yeah, I want to start seeing what I can really... Uh-oh. Is it lagging? Oh, there we go. Uh-oh, Megan's in the house. Hey, Joe McFo fam. What's up, Megan? Happy you can make it on here. We are doing this poster. We're finishing, or at least making progress. I'm not going to promise whether I'll finish it today. We will see what happens. Again, thicker lines here. We're just hearing everybody's, how everyone's end of the year went. And I'm curious, does anyone here have any New Year's resolutions? I've never really done New Year's resolution because for me, it's like, if I'm going to make a change, I might as well just do it now in the middle of August or middle of July or whatever the case is. So I'm curious, did you guys have anything like that? I mean, I certainly have goals, but I wouldn't say that they're brand new resolutions. For me, I want to continue to push shadow boxers out and open up, stores and things like that. I need to get some documents taken care of before I can put out the store. And I'll explain that later on when that happens, but gotta take care of some stuff for that. But that is certainly a goal of mine to get that out this year and put out some sort of content for you guys. And by content, I mean story stuff. But yeah, what are your resolutions, y'all? As you guys are answering, I'm going to take a bite of this muffin before the vegan butter melts on it. Let's see. Still on break until the spring semester starts on the 17th of January. I became an aunt to my fourth nephew. I also received a drawing tablet for my birthday. Hope to play with it soon. Oh, that's awesome. Look at you. That's so cool. By the way, for those of you who do not know, my birthday is the day after your break starts. My birthday is January 18th. So not this coming Wednesday, but the Wednesday after. So I will be 20 years old. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to keep drawing while I chew. Okay, I had to pause because some people have a very strange reaction if they hear anyone chewing. I was like, I'm super sensitive to that now because I got called out on it before. So anyway, let's see. No, it's all good. It's funny now. Mom drove her car into a pond the day before she tripped on her own dog. She was so embarrassed. I found myself between a dog and her now dramatically. That's wild, yo. New Year's resolution, draw more, paint more. I love it. I like how you put paint more in capital letters. Draw more could use some love too, but it's all good. My goal to start is to make a hand-drawn zine with my sewing pattern diagram to sell. That's awesome. Look at you. But basically a zine I can sell that contains my sewing pattern. My resolution is to get an internship. Nice resolution. I like it. Everyone's all for growth. That's what I like to hear. I guess it wouldn't be a New Year's resolution if it was not meant for growth, though. I guess that would be kind of oxymoronic, right? Okay, let's get this shoe right. I would love to have a reference of this, but I don't. Let's see here. Okay. I guess that should kind of works, right? Yeah, that's not too bad. I just gotta push this out a little bit more. This is why you need character design sheets. That's what this here on the top right of my screen is. I've drawn Javen probably more than any other character I've ever created, and I still need to look at him for reference just to make sure I get the shoes right, or the pattern on his pants especially. That's tricky to memorize. So if you guys are, I'm curious, how many of you are trying to create like comics or your own like project that's Shadowboxers-esque? Maybe the world not as big, but just a personal project like that. Because I have noticed that the more you solve for yourself earlier on, the better it's going to be for you. And I've also learned you got to save all your notes, because you never know when something is going to come in handy later on. You just never ever know. Oh, that's not right. Okay, so that's that. I think this. Get this little triangle. Yeah, the vector is already starting to mess with me a little bit, but that's okay. I'm not gonna worry about perfection. I'm just gonna worry about the progress. Let's see. Both my portfolio and resume is kind of empty. That's okay though. Like, if I remember correctly, you're just starting with school. Your resume would look weird if it was completely full of stuff. So don't worry about it. When I was starting my college time in college, my resume was empty too. Don't worry about that. You'll be fine. Next few gold, I'm sure I'll hitting is a 10,000 drawing challenge into paint more. Okay, nice. I like that. No resolutions, but I really want to make sure I keep up with the new Etsy and the graphic novel idea I have. I have a bad habit of rushing into big projects then giving up. Oh, okay. Yeah, that you definitely want to take your time with that. I would just say keep a pace, maybe make a schedule for yourself just so you don't give up. But it's really encouraging, like to be honest with you guys, the more I built up Shadowboxers, and have heard feedback from you guys, even though you don't know much about the story or anything, it's been super encouraging. So, having a support system around you is incredibly essential in my opinion. And honestly, every time I work on it, I think of you guys. I'm like, man, so and so would love this part, this idea. They're gonna love when I put this character here, whatever the case is. So support systems are needed, and I'm sure as artists, you guys understand that. So yeah, don't neglect that if you can. I'm the same as you, Jordan. My New Year resolution is just to keep going with the goals I already made. Bam, there we go. Do I go ahead a drink with the Spider-Verse beanie? You can if you like. I'm actually going to do something a little different today. One, because I just found out right before the stream we actually ran out of water. But I got non-alcoholic ginger beer, so I'll be drinking that. And yes, I will. It deserves a drink because I'm wearing the beanie, but I got to finish this muffin first because that's a weird combination. So actually, while I'm bringing it up, I'm going to finish this up. Yeah, usually guys, I usually I eat before I do my live streams, or I'm good enough to wait until afterwards. But my favorite show just released an episode at 4 p.m. and it took an hour to finish. and then it was a live stream, so they were talking a little bit. So by the time it was like 5:15, 5:20, I was like, oh man, I don't have time to cook. And then my roommate was taking care the whole kitchen over, and I had no space. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go for the low hanging fruit on this one. Mm, I drank as soon as I saw it preemptively. That's funny. Are there big themes you can talk about with shadow boxers? Big themes. I mean, oh, I would say, you know what? Actually, I can read my list of themes. Let's see here. I would say, and first off, it's a coming of age story for one. Two, I would say leadership and what that means is a big theme. Um, Truth, the idea of truth and standing up for what you believe in is a big theme. Um, and there's going to be lots of characters who experience things like deception, half truths, and their lives being changed in the blink of an eye because of something that is either hidden from them or they were lied to. So those are some pretty big themes, I would say. Um, I'm not into the whole resolution thing, but one of my goals for the year is the harness training my cat. I've been doing 10 minutes every day with the harness to get her comfortable, and it's going great. Okay, I'm not a cat person really. So what does that exactly mean? Is that like the leash kind of thing? Is that what that means? I'm not really sure. Look who's in the house. Hey, I just sat down to work. Perfect timing. What's up, Clara? Thank you for joining my live stream. So I'm eating muffin crumbs. But happy New Year. Thank you. Thank you. I stink at New Year's resolutions, so I work on decade resolutions. Gives me more time to complete that. Yeah, it gives you about 10 times the amount of time to complete. And you know what? I ain't knocking it. Some goals take longer. Drinking up a storm this stream. Oh, yeah. So speaking of that, happy New Year, everyone. And no, there's no alcohol in this. I told you I don't drink. But it is bubbly. I like bubbly drinks. Someone's gonna watch the stream and think I was drinking Heineken or something. Let's see. This year, I hope to take small steps for my personal manga project, hence the drawing tablet. And I have an iPad to work on zines and many comics based on my manga's world to connect to Haitian culture. That is awesome. That's so cool. I don't think I remember you saying you were working on a manga. If you did mention that, I apologize for not remembering. But that is really cool, and I'm glad that that's a goal for you. So we're twins in that sense, and Megan too. Megan's got some stories that she's working on. I know. Megan was the first person to tell me story is king when it comes to projects. So yeah, I'm sure we can all bond over creating cool stuff like that. Let's see. Art prof, can I get an MFA recommendation? That's awesome. I'm going back to Boston for school on the 17th, and I'm kind of scared for the weather because I'm from Cali, so I'm inexperienced with snow. I totally understand. This is what I would say. Make sure you, two tips. One, layer. I wore thermals every single day in the winter when I went to RISD. The second thing, do not let the sun deceive you. Just because it's sunny outside does not mean it's warm. That is one thing I learned on the East Coast, and it was so deceptive. I was mad about it because I went out, I was like, oh, it's probably like, 60 degrees. And it's like, nope, it is 22. And the sun just happens to be out. So don't fall for that. Hey, Art Prof, big fan from Farmer Fox. Well, thank you, first off. I'm sure Claire appreciates that as well. From someone in the exact same situation, Janet, if you don't drive in it or shovel it, it's really no big deal. That is true too. And make sure you get boots. Make sure you have scarves, gloves, hand warmers, what else is there? Beanies, like the one I have on. I guess that counts as a drink, right? What else? Oh, if you get like those really thick, fuzzy socks, those are the best. I got those for my birthday one year from someone who lived in Rhode Island, and it was one of the best things. I still wear them all the time. Even like just around the house, they're like house shoes. It's so nice. I love it. Um, Ooh, harness training cats is fun. You would know, wouldn't you, Kathy? Um, I don't drink either. People think I'm weird. I don't think it's weird, Clara. I think it's perfectly okay. But my ginger beer, though, gotta throw it up for that. I'm doing harness conditioning for my cat so it can come with me on walks, hikes, and trips. Oh, okay, very nice. I've recently got a foundation revealed, scholarship, and decided that I should put my love of comic zine, sewing, and fashion art to good use. I love it. That's you guys are good with these goals. I knew that I was going to get some good answers when I asked about your New Year's resolutions. That's awesome. I don't drink either. I think it's weird that people even want to drink. I felt horrible a few times I did. I yeah, I've never been drunk or tipsy. I know what some things taste like because I was just curious. Like maybe a family member would have like a Heineken or something. I'd be like, "What's that taste like?" And they're like, "You're not gonna like it." And I'd be like, "Okay, well." And then I tried it, and I was like, "You were absolutely correct. That is disgusting and foul. I will not be partaking any longer." you know, and that's about as far as I got with it. But I also know myself to know that it's probably just not something I should be doing in general, for a few reasons. But I won't go into that in the stream unless y'all really want to know. But yeah, because I also don't want to make people feel weird if for those of you who do partake in drinking. It's all whatever. Anyway, hence my goal is the fashion zine. My next zine is going to be a Lolita drawing zine. Oh, okay, interesting. I almost did. Someone asked me to do a Lolita project. I didn't know what it was. And it didn't end up working out for several reasons, but the least of which, or one of them, was that he didn't want to pay me jack. He said, "I want you to do a 30-second animation, a maximum of 8 hours of work, and he's going to pay me $6 an hour." And I was like, "Bro, that's $48 for a 30-second animation. Get out of my face," is what I told him. Yeah. Be careful of ice, especially if the snow is melting. Doesn't mean there isn't ice. Oh, that's another good one. There was actually, I remember, and Megan and Kathy, you may or may not remember this story, but there was someone at RISD who was walking under a pathway, and she ended up having a piece of ice fall on her head from like 20 to 30 feet up, and I think she ended up in the hospital. So yeah, if you're walking under, under a roof or like on a sidewalk or something, just be really careful of your surroundings. If you're like me and you like to wear headphones while walking, I would probably either take them out or just have it very low so you can hear if ice is moving or something. You don't want to be in that situation. Because actually, wait a second. I have a picture on my Instagram from a long time ago, and it was icicles outside of my dorm. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Oh, wow. I'm doing that. I'll stare at Jaden. Let's see. I posted it several years ago, so that's why it's taking a minute to load. Where are you? Almost there, guys. Almost there. Hold up. Okay, here we go. All right, let me do this. Okay, these were icicles outside of my dorm room. I know it's kind of blurry, but yeah, you see how that's an average size window. That's like that's like a 5 foot tall window, and the icicles are bigger than it. So yeah, be careful. That's in Rhode Island. That's right down the street from Boston. So please be careful. Okay, let's go back. I went to Europe in the summertime. Thought it would be warm. So I packed for warm weather. Nope, Louisiana warm is not Europe warm. Had to go shopping. Ooh, that doesn't sound fun. I don't drink. I prefer bubbly drinks like sparkling water. I never like sparkling water. I can never do sparkling water, but I understand the bubbles. Harness train, cats are weird. I'm sorry. Well, yeah. My manga project is a way of making positive Haitian representation. I believe that I said it in another stream. It's a shonen manga with cliffhangers. Okay, I'll wait. OMG, that's terrifying. Once when I was living in South Dakota, I was crossing a street and went to jump over a puddle of slushy snow, landed on a patch of ice, slipped and fell hard into the puddle. Ooh, that doesn't sound fun at all. Yeah, please be careful, Jen, is basically all we're saying. Oh, okay, now we get the to end the cliffhanger. It's supernatural, military, action, and adventure genre, along with sci-fi. It takes place in a fictional Haitian kingdom in the year 2034. Oh, that's right around the corner. Okay, that's awesome. I would love to see it. I'm I'm sure you're in the Art Prof Discord, right? I hope you're posting progress there because I would love to see it. And if you aren't posting it, then tag me when you do because I would love to check that out. I think that's a really cool idea. Okay, so we got Javen doing his thing. One of these days, I'm gonna get a Shadowboxers theme song, and that's what we're gonna listen to during a live stream. And we're just gonna have it on loop for an hour plus. Not really feeling that line right there. I don't want to make him look too buff or anything because he's a child. You know, he's 15 years old, but I do want to have some differentiation in the forms and stuff like that. Just focus on these hands real quick. I'm not going to go too detailed on this because he is still pretty far away. Like if I look at this, I don't need to see every detail that he's got, you know? That's one trick actually to show depth in space is to not put a ton of detail in a certain area, you know? So I'll separate here, but I probably don't need to put like his fingernails, you know? There we go. All right, let me just save this real quick because you all know what happens on these live streams. It's hard to know sometimes. That sounds dope. I already told you I want to see that manga, Neftali. Take my money. I hope to share in the ArtPub Discord if university work doesn't overwhelm me. I remember Amanda, thank you. Yeah, I mean, just post your progress. I mean, that's all we're asking for. We just want to see like, you know, a character page or whatever you do. I'm always astounded by the concepts people come up with. The human race is so cool. We are pretty neat, right? We got a lot of flaws. We do have a lot of flaws, and I will not pretend like we don't. But you are right. We have a lot of really cool ideas, and I like hearing people's stories, you know? I always find it fascinating, especially how different cultures tell stories. Like even like something like Miyazaki, right? I'll admit, I'm not a massive like diehard Miyazaki fan. And it's not that I dislike his movies, but they're just a little different than what I'm used to. But even that is so beautiful to me. The fact that he tells stories very differently than I would, or that I'm used to. I'm used to the way Americans tell stories. And I know that some people love like K-dramas or British, you know, soap operas or whatever. And it's really, really unique. I remember actually being in a class at RISD, and it was basically a film class, and we would watch movies from all these different cultures, and some were just straight up weird. There was one movie, I can't for the life of me remember what it was, but I think it was like Turkish or Russian or somewhere in like Northern or Eastern Europe or something, and it was like 42 takes. It was a 2-hour film that had 42 takes, which basically means or 42 shots. So they didn't like cut off. It's basically like a long play. And they would have I remember there was one scene, there was a guy, let's say this was the shot, or this is the field, right? And he's, let's say, right here, and there's a well way in the distance and it's like that big, they would show him walking for 2 minutes to that well to interact with the actors, and then he would turn around and come all the way back, taking another 2 minutes. And I was like, bruh, like I get it, it's artsy, but my gosh, So if anyone knows the name of that movie, please let me know because I would love to like see it and not be sleepy because I was so tired at the time. But yeah, Jordan, I thought of today when I saw an article about a celebrity who's making an Afrofuturism cartoon. I can't remember which celebrity, but I believe the show is going to be set on another planet. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I would love to hear more about that. I think Afrofuturism is going to play a really, really big role in future films because now I think people are seeing now that it's something that would build an audience. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but Black Panther 2 or Black Panther Wakanda Forever is the highest grossing female-led superhero movie of all time. It beat out Wonder Woman, beat out Black Widow, it beat out, of course, I don't know what all the other movies are. I guess there aren't that many, to be fair, but it still beat it out. And I don't know if it has to do with the fact that Chadwick Boseman died or if it's just the story's very good, but I think that's significant either way. And because I'm often told, oh, no one wants to see these types of stories. And I look at that stuff and I'm like, that's not true. People are lining up to see these movies. And I think part of it is because it's unique. Afrofuturism isn't something that we see heavily in film. And, I would love to be considered in the conversation for that. I'll just put it like that. Perhaps one day. I don't even know if I need to put the part in Javen's hair because it's so small. Let's see. For those of you who are just coming in, thank you. But please, I'm going to ask you to please like and share the video if you have not already because it helps out the channel. And I would really like to grow. We're actually doing pretty good. We're at 790 subscribers last time I checked, which is pretty awesome. And so if it weren't for you guys are my core audience right now. You guys are what's keeping me motivated and keeping the channel afloat in a lot of ways. So I want to thank you so much. And I'm super excited to continue sharing more content with you guys. It's going to be dope. It's going to be super awesome. Okay. What am I doing? Whoa, so close to 1,000 subs. Yes, I'm so close. I'm getting much closer. So I'm still a long way away from the watch hours, but that's okay. I know it's going to come in time. And I imagine that the more subscribers I get, the more people will watch my videos and stuff. And I also got to do my part and actually make more videos. And that's my bad. So yeah, got to get better at that. But it is exciting. It is indeed exciting. Okay, let's see how Javen is looking right here. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Lines looking pretty clean. Some of them could be a little nicer. I'm excited to see what this looks like in color too. That's gonna be dope. Amara says, made green tea on ice. My favorite drink other than cherry sparkling water is green tea on ice. Oh, I don't think I've ever had that. You are doing pretty well with your YouTube shorts. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, some of those, I'm actually kind of shocked with how well some of those are doing. The one that cracked me up, though, is the one I did of Eminem, because everyone was like, his beard is weird. And I was just like, for real, guys, like, I'm not the one who grew the beard. That's what he looks like now, you know? And I was like, you have a problem with it? Take it up with Marshall Mathers. And I'm sure most people don't want to do that because he is a lyrical wizard. He'll probably diss you in a song. Probably ruin your whole career in a matter of a second. I know there's one person I never wanted to get dissed by. It's definitely him. I will say that. There's way too many things that rhyme with Jordan McCracken or Foster. I'm certain there's I'm sure there's something there. Okay. Just need 2 more fingers. Ugh. Why isn't it? Wait, what happened to my brush? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay, let's straighten that out a little bit more. I might even get rid of some of these lines, but for now, it's all good. I'm gonna give it a little bit more thickness here as well. Yeah, there we go. Whoa! What the heck? That was weird. Another goal is to start animation with stop motion animation after an art assignment involving Carol Walker, a cut paper artist. Oh, I'm very familiar with Carol Walker's work. They talked about her a lot when I was at RISD. Manette says, I found the article. There's not much about it, but Idris Elba is one of the creators, and it will be an anime on Crunchyroll. Oh, that's so sick. I love that. That is really cool. Eminem got weird, though. It really looks like he glued it on his face, and it's patchy at the same time. That's hilarious. Well, talk to Marshall. Talk to Marshall about that one. I don't know what to tell you. For this year, but in small steps, flip books and sell animation the traditional way. Yeah, I remember doing flip books, sell animation. That was always a lot of fun, but so much work. It was just, I didn't like doing it on such a tight deadline, and it was for myself, usually. I think one time I did it for the Cal Arts program, for their animation program. I didn't actually get in, unfortunately. I was actually really depressed about that, because I think I was a junior in high school, and my friends got in and I didn't. And yeah, it's so ironic because I'm the only one who actually works in that industry now. But whatever, it is what it is. I think life worked out. Man, I can't believe that's been like 10 years since that happened. I almost forgot about it. All right, let's see. Let's add his pocket. By the way, guys, I decided I'm going to do a very slight redesign on a few characters just to make them a little easier. I might do a video on that one day because I think for me, there's some characters in Shadowboxers that are not quite nightmares to draw, but they're really close. And so I was like, how could I simplify it? So Aletha and Atana are going to get a very subtle change. It's not going to be to the point where you won't recognize them. It's just like removing a couple of small things so that I remain sane. That's really all it is. So that's not the right place. So that's got to be like this. Okay. All right, we're almost done with Javen. So we just going to draw his eyes. Those intense eyes. Actually, I don't think they're that intense personally, but maybe someone disagrees with me. I think he's just a kid who likes to thrill seek. Okay, it doesn't look 100% like I want it to, so let's... Whoa! Did anyone see that shift with the vector layers? Why is it doing that? Raster wouldn't treat me this way. Being all weird. Let's get this nose just right. Javen literally has what I think my nose look like. It's just how it is, yo. Official synopsis describes it as set in a city where the rise of biotechnology has created an ever-widening gap between the haves and the have-nots. Ooh, awesome. Oh, cool. His wife is working on it with him. That is awesome. I love that. This animation is connected to my larger goal of making positive Haitian content and comics. I don't think I've ever seen Haitian representation in a comic before, so I say you could be a pioneer. You never know. I want a Jordan Place with charcoal stream. Mwahaha. You will be waiting a very long time for that stream because that's not happening. Jordan, those changes are so minor, only you would notice the difference. You know what, Megan? You know what? You're probably right. But I notice the difference when I'm drawing it because it takes me forever to draw Alipa and stuff. So yeah, simplifying it is going to make it so much nicer. And yes, maybe I'm the only one who knows the difference, but it's okay. I'll talk about it in the art book or something. Wow, I'm seeing this late. This article is from 2021. I don't see anything more recent about it. It's called Dantai. Dantai? 2020. Yeah, good. Well, it takes a long time to produce stuff like that, so that's actually probably really fast for Hollywood. You have stabilization on your Jeep, and that's probably why. What? Okay, hold on. Stabilization. What does stabilization mean? Is it just... Is that like what's the thing? It's in Procreate. The Streamline. Is it kind of like that? Uh-oh, Caitlin is on. What's up, Caitlin? How you doing, my friend? Jordan, what are your birthday plans this year? I have none. My birthday, I'll be honest, my birthday last year, it consisted of working out, drawing, going to the bookstore, and buying Avatar comics. I guess that counts for this. And my friend bought me some pizza. And we watched an episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And that was it. So my birthday this year is probably going to look really similar. I'll be honest with y'all. I'm not a party person. I don't like doing all that, doing anything wild. I would just like to just chill with my friends, draw, work out, maybe watch a cool show or something. And that's about it. I'm pretty simple. I'm low maintenance. Mostly manga and a mix of stop motion 2D animation is connecting to my minor, which is speech language pathology. Oh, interesting. Okay. Megan coming in with all the answers. And Megan's a G. Everyone, Megan is a G. That's why we love her. That actually sounds like a pretty good birthday. It's a nice birthday, right? It's not bad, So I keep it pretty simple. So those are the things. For me, my birthday is just, I guess everyone kind of indulges in the stuff that they like, but because I'm pretty mellow on most things, it sounds a lot more calm, especially as someone who lives in LA, right? Like, okay. I thought stabilization was off. Okay, whatever. Yeah, especially someone who lives in LA and I could, go to a club or something. I'm like, yeah, I'm not feeling that. I've actually never been to a club and I have no desire to go. All right. It's all looking pretty good. Let's get his foot, and then we just gotta draw his necklace, and we are set with our boy. My son. It's the closest thing that I have to a son, so I gotta represent when I can, Let's zoom in and see his shoes. Something like this. Okay, I'm tired of this song. We're changing it. Let's go with Feeding the Ducks. I think stabilization is the same as Streamline. I don't use Procreate. I thought you did. I could have sworn you used Procreate for a while, but okay, whatever. Thank you for sharing with me. Happy New Year to you and family. Thank you, Jacqueline. I appreciate you coming on for the kind words. Happy New Year to you, too. Friends, what are those? Ha ha ha, lives in isolation. I know, right? What are friends? I wish I had the ability to show, like, memes and gifs and stuff like that, because I just thought of the Hades meme where he's looking at Hercules, or not Hercules, in the movie Hercules, we're looking at Pain and Panic, and they're wearing, like, Air Jordans, basically. He's like, what are those? That was my favorite movie growing up, for those of you who did not know. Hercules was my jam. You couldn't even tell me I wasn't Hercules. That's my dude right there. We go way back. Way, way back. back to 1997. What are your favorite Disney movies, guys? I'm curious now that I've just brought up mine. Mine was definitely Hercules as a favorite. I would say as a quality movie, I think probably Tarzan might take the cake though. So yeah, those two are my favorites. But I also love Mulan, Lion King, Atlantis. Um, what else is there? I'm not including Pixar movies in this list, by the way. The Great Mouse Detective. Oh, that was my jam back in the day. I used to rent that all the time from Blockbuster. Hey, remember Blockbuster? You know what? I was driving. I was driving in LA, and I actually saw a Blockbuster. And I don't know if it's like some sort of antique store type of place or if it's like a parody of the Blockbuster. I need to go in there and check it out because it was so random. But that used to be my spot. I used to love me some Blockbuster on Friday nights. Get a video game and a movie, I'll be set. Be good. Um, my closest friend I met in person once, and we now chat over Messenger almost every day because we live in different states. That's crazy how the internet just changes relationships like that. I use Procreate on like 3 or 4 things. I know there's some kind of stabilization, but didn't remember what it was called. I could have sworn in school you used Procreate way more, but okay, all right, fair enough. Speech language pathology is the field that specializes in working with communication disorders. Oh, okay. What makes you interested in that? Just out of curiosity, since we're talking about it. Like stuttering, as an example. Okay, cool. I'm not trying to be sassy about your redesigns. Haha. Later, you might have to make some changes that actually really stink because they look different from your ideal but are too much of a hassle. Nah, Megan, I'm not worried about you. Don't worry. I know how much you love the Shadowboxers crew. It's all good. I'm messing with you too. There were several rhymes in that sentence. I just noticed. Fox and the Hound. Oh, that's a good one. Fox and the Hound was great. New movie Moana. I forgot Atlantis was Disney. Treasure Planet was good too. Moana was a really fun movie. That was really fun. The colors in that and just the song choices. What's the one? How Far I'll Go. I really like that one. They actually had a How Far I'll Go and I'll Go the Distance mix on YouTube. It was like a man and woman singing, and it was phenomenal. If you can find it, I would totally listen to it. Mulan, the cartoon movie, and Aladdin, Prince of Thieves, and Atlantic. I assume they mean Atlantis. Mulan live action was trash. I did not see any. The only live action movie I saw from Disney recently was Aladdin, and that was only because my mom was watching it, and I happened to walk in to the room where she was watching, and I just kind of sat there just out of curiosity. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't remember ever watching Aladdin. Everyone says I did, but I don't remember it at all. So I think I need to spend some time revisiting the classic. Because I know it's a fun movie. I really do. Okay, well, I guess I don't really need that. Is this it? Vector Eraser. Okay, doesn't want to cooperate, I guess. Whatever. Turn off Vector Eraser then. Y'all, the only Disney movie is the Goofy movie. Oh, that's an yes, you're right. A Goofy movie is absolutely phenomenal. It was probably not the best influence on me as a kid. Mostly the second one. The reason I say that is because when Max was doing all his like cool skateboarding stuff in an extremely Goofy movie with like the X Games, and he was skateboarding and rollerblading and stuff, I was enamored by all the tricks he would do. Now keep in mind, I'm like 5 or 6 years old, and we went on a snowboarding trip, and I was so little, and for some reason they just let me go on my own. And I saw a guy, he had fallen over or tripped or something in the snow. And I was like, it'd be really cool. What if I jump him like they did in the movie? And I practiced on the way down. I was building up my velocity, right? And I go in and I practice jumping, and I hit him. I hit him square in his back. And he was like, oh my God, what the heck, man? Like, I'm a little kid. I'm 5 years old. And my uncle I remember he came and helped the guy out, and he was like, Jordan, you can't do that. And, basically scolding me like you should, you can't just let 5-year olds think they can get away with that sort of stuff. But I remember being so confused because I was like, I practiced on the way down. Like I genuinely couldn't figure out why I had failed in my mission to jump him. And yeah, that was the only time I went snowboarding. But yeah, so that's why I think Extremely Goof movie was not the best influence on me. Not because it's a bad movie, but because I probably broke someone's back. And I hope he's okay. I don't know anything. I don't remember what he looked like. I don't remember anything, but I hope he's okay. He probably still tells the story too about the snot-nosed kid who drove into his back on a snowboard that one time. So yeah. Another favorite movie I just thought about, Emperor's New Groove. That's another classic. I used to love that. I still love that movie. It's so meme worthy. It's just absolute quality. I love it so much. Let's see. We got lots of comments on Disney. Let's see. I've only seen bits and pieces of the new live actions. I'm just not interested in the idea of recreating a cartoon just as live action or CGI in the case of The Lion King. Yeah, that's what the beauty of animation is. Like there's so many things you can get away with in animation that you can't get away with in a live action or CGI film, right? And I remember people were going like, "Oh, have you seen the new live action Lion King?" I'm like, first of all, it's not even live action. Like they can't get lions to do that sort of stuff. There's just no way. No matter how well you train them, they will not speak English on any occasion. And so, yeah, I understand that issue. Yeah, Aladdin live action was trash too. Oh, Aladdin live action was trash. Yeah, it was whatever. Lady and the Tramp was good too, though. Robin Hood, low-key, I had a crush on that sassy fox. I know I saw Robin Hood. I don't remember it. I remember Lady and the Tramp a little bit more. That was a fun movie. I feel like it's such a missed opportunity to revamp old stories, and especially knowing how twisted and interesting the original fairy tales are, it's just very disappointing. I mean, have you read some of those stories? I don't know if you guys know the YouTube channel John Solo, but he basically talks about the origin of all these fairy tales, and some of them are so dark. Like they wouldn't even, you couldn't even really like put them on TV. Some of them. Well, I guess, I take that back. So it would have to be a very mature Netflix show, for some of these stories to get put out there the way that they were actually written. But yeah, just that. Okay, I think we're just about done with our boy here. Yeah, I like it. I like it very much. Okay, so let's can I wait, I'm trying to change his how do I change these colors on his? Wait, can I not change the color? I'm so lost right now. There has to be a way to do that, right? It's not letting me select anything. Is this the curse? Is this the drawback of vector layers or so? Or am I missing something? I feel rather unintelligent at the moment. Okay, I can't believe I'm about to Google how to change colors on a vector layer, but I'm gonna do it because I genuinely don't know. Layer palettes. Okay. Edit. What was it? Change color line. I'm so confused right now. It doesn't want to listen to me, guys. I don't know what to do. Anyway, I'm gonna read y'all's comments. Favorite Disney movies are Cinderella, Aladdin, Mulan, Lion King, Pocahontas, Frozen, to name a few. Okay, it's a solid list. That's a solid list. My fourth favorite Disney original movie, Descendants, but I'm not gonna watch that one. They're talking about coming out with, because Cameron Boyce isn't gonna be in it. May he rest in peace. I have no idea what that movie is. I'm sorry. Nightmare Before Christmas is Disney too, right? Yeah, I watched that a lot. I've never actually seen that movie, but I played the level in Kingdom Hearts. The Incredibles is probably the best though, but that technically is not a Disney movie. That's a Pixar movie. But I agree, Incredibles is absolutely fantastic. Growing up, I had seizures, and knowing that he had them too, and it killed him in his sleep, it made me realize I need to stay on top of my seizure medicine. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. The importance of stories. The importance of stories. Um, to answer your question, Jordan, speech language pathology was originally my major, and having personal experience in speech therapy, hence why I wanted to study speech language pathology to help kids. Oh, that's very sweet. I like that. I really like that. I'm not happy, Bob. Not happy. I see why. I see why I'm not happy, Bob. That was great. You know, you just reminded me of. I got this for Christmas, guys. I got a little Bob Ross bobblehead. Isn't that awesome? And he speaks too, but it's kind of hard to hear him. Let me see.
Let's make some nice little clouds and just float around and have fun all day.
I don't know if you heard him, but he just said, "Let's make some nice little clouds and have fun all day." So yeah, I got a little Bob Ross hanging with me. Thank you. I do the same thing when people are like live action Lion King. Yeah, you can't be disrespecting like that. Don't disrespect the animators. I know them, and I'm not saying go straight to the source material, but there's a way to make them more interesting or even more relevant to the present time while keeping them kid friendly. I don't know the stories well enough, so but I'm sure there's a way to do that. Maybe you should hit up Disney and Netflix and stuff and see what ideas you can bring to the table. Because I would actually be interested in seeing how some of them will work with when put to film. These remakes were animated for a reason because of things you can make stylized, express, and make believable that you can't with CGI and live action. The perfect live action is cosplay. That is so true. That Bob is happy. Yes, he is. And that's why we love him. We love Mr. Ross. Mr. Bob. I mean, come on. How do you reject this guy? Look at him. He just smiled with his little paintbrush. One of the little clips that I heard from here, he starts whacking the brush on the canvas, and he's like, he's got to beat the devil out of it. And I love it. I love it so much. I have a new favorite app called What Not They Auction. New and sometime used art and aircraft supplies. Wait, what? I have a new favorite app called What Not They Auction. New and sometime. I'm not sure I understand what that means. I'm sorry. Okay, I still don't know how to change the line on this drawing. Change color. I have to make a selection and drawing. Is that all they got for me? Okay. Like, none of these menus are even coming up. That's the thing that's bothering me right now. Okay, let me try this. Yeah, what the heck? Who knows how to fix this? Convert to drawing color? Is that it? Oh, okay. I mean, all right then, whatever. I'll accept it. Merge with layer below. All right, now we got Javen all on one line, so we are good there. Now look at that. Doesn't that look epic? I like it. I like it a lot. Just noticed one mistake though. Forgot to draw his shoes. There's a little triangle here. All right, there we go. I think that should cover it. I mean, I could always add some more wrinkles on his shirt. He's got 2 eyebrows. Oh, I need the part in his hair, but that's gonna be really small, so yeah. And let's get rid of that. And maybe put a little wrinkle right there. What y'all think? Y'all think Javen's styling? How do you think he looks? I think he's looking pretty good, if I do say so myself, but I may be biased. Okay, this stabilization thing is not being my friend right now. It's actually rather irritating that it's changing up so much. Do I not have it off all the way? I don't understand. Megan, help me. Help me, please. Around the time The Incredibles came out, we had a superintendent at my high school who looked just like a taller version of Bob's boss. So we quoted it all the time. Some had the whole scene memorized. That is awesome. I had whole movies memorized. I had Hercules, Tarzan, and Prince of Egypt memorized at one point. It became my minor because I was too creative. I didn't have in me to do therapy and prefer using the knowledge to educate people, mostly the Haitian community, through art and storytelling. I love it. I love how ambitious you are. That's so cool. I don't know why convert to drawing color would do that, but I won't question it, right? It's just odd. I don't fully understand what's happening, but it is what it is, I guess. I like that he's looking at the viewer. Shadowboxer is gonna have any fourth wall breaks. That's a good question. If I do, it's not gonna be often. I don't Well, actually, there was some that we were considering. I'm not going to reveal what it is because I haven't decided if it's going to make it. But there were going to be references to like current music groups. I can share this one actually. So because it's a fictional world, I had this idea to. So I don't know how many of you guys know, but one part of I guess African American or Black culture is just being in a barbershop or being in a hair salon. That's something that's very, very common. And on my dad's side, most of my family members are actually hairdressers or barbers or whatever. My dad was a barber, and I had this thing where I was thinking of talking about or making a joke about them talking about the top 5 rappers, because in real life that's what they actually do. We talk about who's the best rapper. And I was thinking of having the barbers look like the rappers they're actually talking about in real life and just disguise their names. So that would be a kind of fun fourth wall thing, but I'm not really sure. He looks really cool to me. All right, awesome. That's what I like to hear. My stabilization menu doesn't work like that, but I think you can click the little arrow next to the bars and turn it down more. Okay. Maybe it's vector magnet. What is a vector magnet? I don't know what that is. Hold on. Vector magnet Clip Studio. Let me see. Let's learn together, shall we? We're not watching YouTube for this. Vector. Where is it? They always make you scroll down to like the very bottom. Let me figure this out. Vector magnet. Okay, the vector magnet is an option you need to enable when you have a pen or brush selected. It is only available when you're using a vector layer. What this does is that it will help you make your lines and snap them so they're all in a similar style and connect the lines to each other. Okay, that was my problem this whole time. I think that was it. So now that I know, it's going to be much easier. If we listen to each other's hearts, we'll find we're never too far apart, one way or another, together where we both belong. Sing it. If we listen to each other's heart. That's Powerline, y'all. That's Powerline. The perfect combination of Michael Jackson, Prince, and Tevin Campbell. Oh, man. Excellent movie. Let's see. Cheers. Thank you so much. Goodbye. England is very far in time. What's the right time? It's 3 right now. Thank you for sharing your lovely work. You're a great teacher. I learned so much. Thank you. I'm so glad you came here, and I'm sorry you have to go, but this live stream will be up forever. At least as long as I have anything to say about it. Anyway, so thank you for coming on, man. Or Jacqueline, I appreciate you. Whoops, I messed up those lyrics. Did you? I didn't really notice. Okay, so now we got Javen lying. Let's do the shadow and let's get the clipping mask in. So let's do this. Let's do a selection. Okay, I think that'll do it. And then we'll color this. Bam, okay. All right. I'm just going to lighten him up a little bit. No need to have the colors be vectorized as far as I can tell. Then let's make this a clipping mask. Wait, Is this it? Yes. I'm starting to finally get used to like all the shortcuts and everything. Let's make sure I don't mess with that later. Okay. So I imagine his abilities, his powers are going to kind of come from beneath him. So that's why the shadows are kind of going up. Like, actually, in that case, this wouldn't be like that. It would look more like this. I think. Well, wait, where are his powers? Let me just decide. Yeah, okay. So I had it wrong before. It would look like this. Glad I checked. Always want to figure out your lighting scenario before you get too far, people. That is a solid rule. And I almost made a big mistake. Well, I guess it wasn't that big, you know, but it would have been embarrassing. Okay. Let's get rid of that for a second. Yeah, actually, this section doesn't need to be here. Let's get rid of you. Okay. Okay, that was weird. Why didn't it do what it's supposed to? Is it something with the anti-aliasing or something? I don't understand. I know there's a reason why I'm not understanding this, but I would like to know so I can understand what's happening with some of this stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, guys? It'd be easier on everybody, I think. Okay, let's lower that opacity and this one as well. I didn't mean to have two streaks of his powers doing that, but I think it would be kind of cool to keep it, actually. I think that was as my boy Bob would say, happy little accident. I didn't hear what you said. What's the issue with the brush? Oh, I was trying to select right here. And let me see. Let me try to do it again. So I'm trying to clear this. And it's not working for some reason. Like, I'm trying to clear it. Nothing's happening. I don't know if it's maybe I got to use the certain eraser. Okay, yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen. You see that? So I don't know what the deal is. Yeah, any tips for that would be much appreciated. I could just convert, maybe I should just convert this into a raster layer. Maybe that'll make it easier for me. It's only the shadows after all. Yeah, at least that the raster wants to cooperate, Yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be in light. That's gonna be in light. Okay, and then probably this area is actually going to be a little bit in shadow, maybe right here, some shadow here. Okay, let's clean that up a bit. All right, I think that fits. Let's lower that opacity. And now for the fun part, I could just color pick now. And I'm going to use this as a reference. So let's do this. Pretty sure I can color pick here. Okay, that was a little too strong. Here, let me get back to my editing layer. Is it this one? Reference layer. And lock it. Okay, now I'm confused. If you for other layers, there we go. Okay. All right, let's increase the tolerance a little bit. It's purely this reason why I'll be doing Shadowboxers and this software, because of that. The fill tool is just too generous. It's too generous. Okay, and then let's get his fingers. I was about to say I wouldn't do any coloring on a vector layer. You can't use fills, and if you erase parts of a vector stroke, you can confuse the program because it sees it as a line, not a shape. See, Megan, this is why I keep you around. This is exactly why I keep you around, because of stuff like that. You're like my own personal Shadowboxers tech support. So thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so now that we know that that's the issue, we can move forward. Okay, I think that's all for his skin tone. Let's do his hair now. And then where's the button for? There we go. Okay, let's get the color of his jacket in. Boom. Take off these powers real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. All right, then he's got kind of a dark magenta for a shirt. Let's get the collar here. All right, almost there. This one's gonna be kind of tricky. This is why you keep your designs up at all times. Okay, let's do that. And then bam, bam. Okay, then we got this kind of brownish purple color. All right, he's starting to shape up. He's trying to shape up. Let's see here. Bam, bam. Okay, and then his arm. I'm so in love with the fact that I can do this. Because Photoshop doesn't let you do things this easily. Whenever I color in Photoshop, it's always a much more stressful time, I gotta say. It's a lot more stressful, a lot more to deal with. Okay, now let's go for his shoes. Okay, the purple here. Okay, I think everything else for the most part is just the glow. The glow.
Yep, and then his eyes. Okay, let's color that in. All right, and then what color are his eyes? This part's so tedious, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, there's nothing particularly engaging about doing this. But it has to be done in order to look pretty, you know? I will say this though, if you are designing a character from scratch, it is a good idea to not have everything colored on one layer. The only reason I did this is because I know what his color scheme is, and it's going to be much easier for me if I just keep it simple. All right, now let's get this here. Oops. Okay, get that in there. And okay. And then he's got this. Oh, I forgot to draw that line. Okay. I'm going to change up something really simple. I was trying to be all delicate and put a jacket zipper in there, but I feel so lazy that I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean up that. Pick the right color. Clean this up. Yeah, much easier. I can tolerate that a lot more. And then I'll just thicken up this line so that we know it's separating. Yeah, there we go. I think that feels better. Then this one here, I'll do the same thing. Especially because it's far away, I don't think anyone's going to notice. I think it'll be fine. Okay, and then let's fix up these colors one more again. All right. Cool. Oh, I missed several comments. Also, my minor is a way for me to get into social justice, since in Haiti there isn't a lot of resources available for those with speech disorders and hearing disorders, in case you're curious. I did not know that. I actually have a buddy who stayed with me a couple of days whose family's from Haiti, and I would love to ask him about that too. Fun fact, Adobe wants to analyze your files stored on the cloud to train AI. They made an opt-out system, not an opt-in one. Just another reason to dump Photoshop. That's ridiculous. Are you kidding me? Photoshop is not doing what it needs to do. This digital painting I start is crazy. It's so cool to just relax, to let loose, and not worry about how something is going to turn out. Oh, I want to see it. I'm really excited. I should probably not have this thing on string because people think I'm probably drunk or something. Not gonna lie, I like that yellow on his hoodie with the yellow eyes. Really? I guess it does look kind of cool. Huh. Who knows? Maybe I'll give him a variant. Amanda, I have a small watercolor book for that. I tried to do paintings in it that were more precise, but the paper is kind of weird, so I'm going to use it to play and experiment so it still works out. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Hey, yo, Joe McFo, what's up? What's up? How are you doing? Okay, put a little color on the background. And let's get a new layer. Let's get that perfect cyan blue that I like so much. Let's color in all these little portions here. I really want Javen's jacket. I gotta be honest. I designed it and I want it very badly. And his shoes. I think actually his whole outfit is just, I mean, again, I'm very biased. I'm so very biased. But I think he just looks like a really cool character. Like who wouldn't want to dress like that? He had glowing clothes. I guess a lot of people have glowing clothes, but still. Okay, now let's figure out how to, I guess I gotta turn off the clipping mask for this layer. And I gotta go above the shadows too. So let's turn this to multiply. And then it's the color. That is the shadow. And that's the cyan glow. Gonna be vague here, but something related to the powers means that those variants could make sense. She's not wrong, guys. She's not wrong. If you give him yellow hair, he could be Super Saiyan. He could be Super Saiyan. He could very well be Super Saiyan. Different universe, but he could have that potential for sure. Okay, let's take off the clipping mask here. Oh, shoot, that's not what I wanted. Flatten the whole image, guys. That would have been terrible. I would have been really upset. Okay, now, how do I get this to glow? I guess, first off, let me duplicate the layer. Where is filter, blur, Gaussian blur? There we go. Let's build up that strength a bit. Yeah. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Turn that down a little bit. All right. So now I think Javen is just about done, except for, wait, I almost forgot. He will need some highlights in his eyes. Probably the same color as that. So let's do this. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right. I think we can call Javen done. Yeah. I think he looks cool. What do y'all think? I think he looks pretty cool. I love Super Saiyans. We need more Black Saiyans, man. I guess, you know what? I guess so. I will say this. Javen is going to be probably one of the most powerful figures in this world. So while I will not use the word Super Saiyan, he is going to be having some major glow ups. And I mean that in the pun as well. Wonderful. Trevor, what's up, dude? Thank you for coming on my stream. It's the first time I've seen you on, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, I'm glad you like it. Good morning and Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Mark. Happy New Year, buddy. Appreciate you for coming on so early in the morning. We just finished up Javen right here. So this is what he's looking like on the poster. And then I guess the next details are going to be the buildings. So it's all the stuff that's slightly less exciting, but incredibly necessary. So let me grab some reference of some buildings. Where is my environments folder? I'm hiding the environments folder for a reason. I don't want to spoil things because you never know. You never know. Super Saiyan are cool to 2E. It's what? Oh, okay. Super Saiyans are cool too. It's Mark. That's what it was. I was like, what do you say? Neptune says he looks awesome. Thank you. I'm so glad you like it. So these are, I don't know if I've posted these before, but yeah, these are some Shadowboxers environment concepts. I need to do more than this because there's going to be lots of interesting locations and buildings, and it's going to be very necessary. I wonder if Let me try and install a brush pack real quick because I have a brush pack from Devin L. Kurtz, and she has these buildings, uh these building brush packs with like windows and stuff, and I want to see if I can install them real quick. So is this it? Subtool, add subtool. How do I do this? Import. I guess this is it. Okay, let me just double check this real quick. Make sure I get the right brushes. Here we go. I think I found it. Yeah, if this works the way that I want, this will be a nice nice transition here. Let's see. I was thinking the other day why there was never a superhero just called Black Man. There was Black Man, but never. There's Blank Man, but never Black Man. I never really thought about it, to be honest. To be honest, I guess it's probably because it's too vague, maybe. But I do know Blank Man. Blank Man, for those of you who do not know, is a superhero that is played by Damon Wayans, and I don't remember why he was called Blank Man. Chicago Gotti, do you know why he was called Blank Man? I genuinely don't remember. Chicago Gotti, you seem like the kind of person who would enjoy Pickman. Oh, who is Pickman? Okay, I have to pull up the photo. Pickman is a superhero that I created when I was maybe 9 or 10 years old, and the whole theme is that he's based off of an Afro pick. And so I'm finding the image for you right now. I just got to go on my Facebook. But he had a shampoo blaster, which he would use to stun bad guys, and then he had this little rod or something like that had nappy Afro hair in it, so that you push a button and it just go like, and it would stop like bullets from coming at you. It took place in the 1970s, and it was really, really fun. But yeah, that is Pickman. I'm trying to find a picture for you. I just don't remember what album I had it in. Let me see. It's not in my profile pictures. Sorry guys, give me a second, because now that it's brought up, I gotta show it again. I really should probably have this in an easier place to find though. All right, here we go. This is only half of his body. Yeah, that's Pickman. That's this drawing I think I did in 2006. So yeah, this is how I used to draw, guys. The Adventures of Pickman. And he's got a little pick in his hair. He's got like one of those masks from The Incredibles. So yeah, that is him. That is him. One of these days I'll have to do like a redesign of him. I've totally not thought about the concept for a very long time. But yeah, he's definitely fun. Change the song up. LOL, already love it. I'm glad you like it. One small thing in Clip that I really appreciate is that you can tag your layers as any color you want, so I have way more options to cover all my layer types. Isn't that something you can do in Photoshop too, though? Like, you're talking about this? The palette color like that? We need an all-black superhero team from the 70s. that would be pretty awesome. There's some people who are doing things similar. I don't know if you've heard of Team Supreme. That's a pretty cool project. It's basically superheroes with I guess disabilities. I don't know if that's the proper term for it, but it's created by this dude named Joshua Leonard, and it's really, really fun. I support him. Team Supreme is about a group of kids who all have a disability but also have superpowers. Currently being developed by Lena Waithe and her company Hillman Grad Productions. So yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. I love it as a concept. Let me see if I can find it. More stuff. So Joshua Leonard, if you're watching this at some point, bro, I support you. You're doing awesome stuff. There should be more. Maybe press. There's more. He has an Instagram. There's more of his art on there, but yeah, he's got some dope stuff. When you draw the buildings, does the value in the line shift for atmospheric perspective? I can do that later. I prefer to have it all black for right now, and then I can change the quality of the line, after the fact. It's gonna be much easier that way. Haha, looks great. Love it. So many possibilities. 9-year-old with talent. Thank you. A redesign of Pikmin would be hilarious and show awesome improvement on your part. It would be fun. Pikmin should have a cameo in Shadow Boxers. That has been discussed, actually, especially by our dear friend Megan up here. Handyman will always be the best. Yeah, so one of these days I will have to do that. Oh, perfect. The brush pack loaded. Okay, so this is what I was trying to do, guys. Can I bring this over here? Make this bigger. So let me get a new layer, and I can show you what I'm referring to. So Devin O'Kurt, she has this really great brush pack, where you can have like a bunch of windows, or maybe this is better as a stamp, actually. Yeah, it's better as a stamp. So yeah, you can have windows, you can have buildings. There's in the distance like this. Let's see, building brush. What is this one? Yeah, so it's basically a bunch of buildings like that. But the one I really want right now is the window, textured windows. Yeah, that's just awesome. Let me see, we got distant lights. Okay, that's not quite for the view I'm doing. Distant tower. Let's see how this looks. City noise, apartment brush, textured windows. Is this the one I already saw? Window stamp. Okay. So you guys are just seeing me play around with it. I'm just trying to see what these brushes can do. So these are windows here. There's a lot of stamps. Okay, this I think is the brush I'm looking for. This one right here, since we got some, whatchamacallit, some more corporate buildings. Okay, then let's create a new layer. Let's just do a couple stamps. Actually, wait, can I do this? Nope, I gotta stamp it. Oh, that's not gonna work. Let's try this. Okay, let me let's slide those over a little bit. Wait, what? Why isn't it? The selection's not working? You know what? I don't even remember what I pressed now. Okay, we're good. We're just gonna ignore it. All right, so now let's distort this. Let's have it do that. Because watching me draw a trillion windows is not gonna be fun for you guys. Trust and believe is not fun. Okay. And let me just fix this perspective. I could probably look something like that. Yeah, I think that looks okay. I should have turned the perspective layer on so I could see the grid, but it's okay. That works fine. And what I'll do, I'll duplicate that, move that over here. And while I'm thinking about it, let's turn this on again. Let's change up the perspective. Sorry, I'm not checking the comments right now. I'm just trying to make sure I do this properly. And I'll clean it up later on. I just want to get this together. All right, so let's flip that. Transform, flip horizontal. Okay. Let's fit all that there. Try and match the top line that way. Okay, and then move this over here. I want it to look like these windows are on a weird angle. I want to make it look like it's matching, but there's too many windows for me to like really count like that. Be super precise. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let me see what I missed. Oh, I missed a lot. Okay. If anyone has questions about my manga or animation project, I'll happy to answer. Just have to not give any spoilers. Either looks cool, Jordan, do a redraw. There's also Caribbean Super Team. I did not know that. That's so cool. And yes, please share progress about your manga and animation projects. We want to hear it. And I understand about not giving spoilers because it is very difficult to talk about my excitement for this project and not give you guys spoilers. So I get it. My brother used to draw comics. He drew us all with elemental powers before Avatar, fighting a Divergent whose powers were with her hair. It was a stick figure comic, but became so much more. That's what it's all about, yo. If you look at the bottom of where you click to tag the layer, it says use other color. You can click a couple things and get swatches. I also remember you telling me about a superhero named something like Black Mane as a Batman parody, and the Wonder Woman equivalent was something like Wandisha. Oh yes, that's Trill League. That's Trill League. Let me see. Trill League was hilarious. I've been following it for years. And they have an animated teaser? I never saw this. What? I have to check that out. But yeah, basically it's like it's like the Boondocks mixed with Justice League is basically what this is. And it was so funny. And he started off drawing Robin as like this urban black kid character, but all the main superheroes are black and they all have like some fun DC stereotype parody thing. So Black Mane, he's basically Batman. He's basically the equivalent of like a super militant Black Panther member or something like that, who just hates everything that's not black. And let me see if I can find a comic of what he was doing. Okay, yeah, I can't find it. But 50 Cent was supposed to produce a show with it, and I don't think it went anywhere. But you got Wandisha, who's like Wonder Woman, and you got Tam Tam, who's basically Shazam. It is just hilarious, yo. It was so funny. And they have this character who's basically Michael Jackson and The Flash. His name is Swift. I love it. Another shot of Black Mane right here. There's one with Prince. I think his name is Purple Freeze. Let me see if I can find him. Yeah, this is the Prince one. But look at that. His little gun and everything. It's just hilarious, yo. It's so funny. The Thought Corpse. I never seen this one. Yeah, it's just incredible, and I really want to see it. I've always laughed reading it. This was the one that went viral. This is the one from years ago. This is like 2013 or 2012 or something. And I remember this having like thousands of likes on Facebook. And it started off as like a loose sketch, and then everyone loved it so much he turned it into a series. So you never know, guys. Your sketches can turn to something really massive and change your whole career. You just never know. Okay, let's see. Wow, those brushes are great. Yes, it's really, really awesome. You can get them. Matter of fact, let me see. Devin L. Kurtz brushes. So you go on her Gumroad, Devin L. Kurtz. You can see how you spell her name right here. And this is the brush set I got. City brush set for Photoshop, Procreate, and Clip Studio. This is what I'm using. I guess it's free based on what I'm seeing here. So yeah, if you guys are interested, get it, because this brush pack is saving me time right now. I don't feel like drawing all those windows. I like the idea of a washed up dance hall king having superpowers and fighting for the poor. Oh, that's pretty cool. I used to draw pirate comics in history class in high school. I even put my friends and teachers in them for extra credit. Lady TNT, Captain Soka, the Bayesian Kid. Haha. I don't even know what that is. Avatar was brought up. Everyone hydrate. I finished my ginger beer, so I'll take one for the team. I'll pretend like I just drank something. So yeah, for those who do not know, every time I mention Spider-Verse or Avatar, I'm supposed to drink water. But I realized right before the stream that we ran out of water in the house, and tap water tastes disgusting. So I'm gonna have to go get it later. I appreciate the pioneer comment, Jordan. Being Haitian descent, I wanted to see more of my people in the fantasy and science fiction genres along with the supernatural. I think it's about time. I think that there's so many stories that need to be told and deserve to be told, but for whatever reason, certain, I don't know if you want to call them gatekeepers or people with really dumb opinions are, they tend to prevent a lot of people from achieving a lot of these goals. And I think it's really unfortunate. So, yeah, be a pioneer, yo. Be a pioneer. I'm all for it. All for it. Okay, this should probably shrink this a little bit. Try not to mess up the scale too much, So my goal, if I can just place windows and stuff like that, then for the night, then we'll be in good shape. I'm not really concerned about color right now. Okay. There we go. So that's looking pretty good. So I guess I can merge these layers now. Okay, so let's take this one, copy that, put you in a different color, and the rest of you I can merge together. There we go. All right, so now take out all of these because I don't need you anymore. You're useless. All right, now we got those windows done. Oh, dang it, I forgot to do these these windows right here behind this thing. Okay, let me let's fix that. Let's do this. Just make you a little bit bigger. Probably should have had a safety layer before I merged them all, but whatever. I think this will work fine. Let's make that a little bit smaller. And then I gotta distort that a lot more because that doesn't look correct perspective wise. All right, I think that did it. Cool. All right, crisis averted. The Shadowboxers project lives on. There we go. Yeah, it's a nice looking building with bright blue windows, right? Trill seems like it would be hard to produce because DC will be all over that trying to claim copyright infringement, but I hope he can make it in some form. It's really funny. Wouldn't it fall under the category of parody though? Because it's not like he's saying DC. It's just very clear. I feel like it's the same. It's about the same similarity with like Family Guy and Simpsons. It's like it's got a very similar world, but still different enough. I don't know. What do you guys think? Working on a 3-panel comic base on my sister, and I'm trying to put our hands together and get magic powers like Escape from Witch Mountain original. I haven't seen the newer one. That was a disappointing day. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you were disappointed. Y'all have a good night. I got to run. Thank you, Chicago Gotti, for jumping on the stream. Appreciate you. Come back next Sunday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, and I will be doing another stream. Just did 3 Fission figure, working on 4. All right, I have no idea what that means, but I'm glad that you're making progress. All right, so that's one set of windows here. Let's just save this. I guess this is the only one that really needs windows. So, well, with the exception of these bottom buildings here. Oh wait, oh, I didn't realize all that copied. Okay, so let's just get rid of you. You, just for clarity's sake. Now we can merge. Okay. Let's expand that out. I can give the building a slightly different shape. Actually, let's try and maybe I can find a different window shape altogether. Window buildings. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Baby, use a window shopper. Dun, dun, dun. Window shopper. Okay, there we go. Oh, that was actually kind of cool. Let's do this. Copy that. Let's see how big I want to make these windows. This is the reason why I avoid buildings sometimes, is because I don't want to deal with the perspective. That's honestly the only real reason why I don't like do more. Because it's just annoying. You know, you always have fixed perspective issues and all that stuff. It's just like, ugh, who wants to deal with that all day? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, guys? I know y'all know what I mean. Guess that's fine. Feels off though. Yeah, these both feel kind of off, but I guess that's fine. Let me change the color of those real quick, just so I can tell the difference. Love Escape to Witch Mountain. Yeah, I don't know what y'all are talking about. I think it counts as a parody, but big companies can throw money at lawyers to make small guys back off, even if their case will lose in court. I could see them having to change it more. That is true. That's one thing that's unfortunate about the way it's set up. You can just continue to appeal and appeal and appeal and just run people dry, and that's sad. For my manga series, the story is about a 14-year-old girl who is a cadet at a military boot camp with her 2 brothers and cousin, training to be the next generation of supernatural warriors. Ooh, I think I would like your series. That sounds like something I'd be into. I'm probably overthinking this, but if I'm making a graphic novel traditionally and I'm hoping to try to publish someday, what size paper is best to use? Megan would probably be a bad person to ask. Megan, if you're, I assume you're still on, do you think you would have an answer? I mean, I'll try my best. I mean, I know that a lot of comic artists will use like professional comic book paper, which you can get at any art store, and I think it's like tabloid size, like 11 by 17 inches, and because you just want to make sure it's bigger than the quality you're going to print at, and so I know I think that's the correct size, but I could very well be wrong, and I welcome that. So if if that's not the case, let me know. Another person you can ask is Kat from Art Prof. She would know because she's actually doing it right now. But I don't think she's on the stream, unfortunately. If she did, she didn't say hi. I'm gonna have to talk to her about that. It's 11 and a half by 17 paper. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's tabloid size then. 1975 movie with kids who are orphans and have telekinesis. Wealthy robbers want to use them to steal stuff from the museum. They can talk to cats and each other. Witch Mountain. They could talk to cats. Actually sounds very useful. Okay, let's see here. All right. I think we're making some pretty good progress. So for these buildings, I think I'd rather draw out the windows myself. I don't think I need this anymore, or this, or this. There's this layer. Oh, that's the sketch. Okay. Okay, so let's mask out some things. Actually, can I do this? Yeah, there we go. Oh man, I messed up. Noticing the perspective isn't right on here, but whatever. Okay, let's fix it. Let us fix it. This is the non-glamorous part about doing art for a living, guys. Although technically I haven't gotten paid a dime for Shadowboxers, but still. It's this kind of stuff that gets to you at the end of the day. It's little subtle changes that most people probably won't even really notice, but yeah. Oh, shoot. I messed up that perspective too. Okay, let's try this again. Let's do one more down. There's just so many windows, it's hard to really see. Okay, I'll work with that for now. All right, let's see what other loose sketching I can do for these buildings. Calling it a night. I got 4 fashion figure drawn out. I feel accomplished. I checked off my list for today. Hey, that's awesome. That's all you gotta do is feel like you've done more progress than you started with. That's awesome. Places like this will have information on different sizes and standards. Oh, you're talking about this link. So yeah, go to this link that Megan posted. I'm sure Megan would not steer you in the wrong direction. And no, that's not sarcasm. While stopping a mad scientist from taking over the kingdom and turning it into a lab facility to use the citizens as soldiers for his own purposes to sell a forbidden plant that was banned. Wait, is this a continuation? Oh, okay. Brothers and sisters, supernatural warriors, while stopping mad scientists from taking over the kingdom and turning it into a lab facility to use citizens as soldiers for his own purposes to sell a forbidden plant that was banned. Ooh, yeah, definitely keep me posted on this. This sounds like a type of project that I would want to see come to fruition. All right, let's see. Trying to find some inspiration for buildings right now. I'm going to check my Pinterest board. We're going to see what I can find. Ooh. There's lots of patterns on here. Let me see. I'm just going to loosely sketch this stuff because I don't think I'm going to go into all the detail right now. Because I'll be honest, guys, kind of hungry. Okay, so that's one way to do a pattern. I might do a quick little color sample though. I am interested to see how that would look. Lots of triangles here. I feel like I've done too many of the zigzag triangle look though. I'm trying to see if I can find something different that will work. I guess you guys can see some of the environments. What can I get? What's a cool pattern? This one's slightly different. I mean, still triangles, but it's different enough, I guess. We can try that. The reason I say it's different is because it has like the double triangle and then it's an empty space at the top. So it's got double triangle, double triangle, double triangle. All right. And there's a little thickness too, so I might be able to play with that as well. And now I need something that's going to go around a cylinder shape. I guess it could just be flat and empty, but it'd be kind of boring, right? I guess even that could work, actually. Maybe I'll do something like that. I'll do something that kind of comes out. Maybe even I'll do this next time. I'll finish that out. I knew I was going to finish this poster tonight. But it's looking pretty good, though, if I do say so myself. All right. So with all of that, let's try some color. So I got to be honest, I don't really practice any sort of painting method in Clip Studio. So I have no idea how it's going to turn out, but we're going to see. Alden, my character Soleil, finding a wanted criminal to remove burn markings that prevent her from controlling her powers and succeed her grandmother, who's a veteran warrior in the kingdom's past. Yes, this is a continuation of the short version of it. Okay, cool. How long is your story? Do you imagine it being something that's, if you were to put it into like a TV show, are you thinking like 2 seasons, 1 season, like limited series? What are you thinking? Just out of curiosity. Okay, so let's take this brush. And I think I want to stick with something kind of like a night scene. Megan, this brush should be really familiar to you. You know all about this one. real slow though. I'm not really excited about that portion. Yeah, we're just trying stuff out right now. Testing out colors that could potentially work. Okay. It's the red. Let's whoa, that actually was not intentional, but it looks cool. Maybe I should keep it this kind of blue. Happy accents. That's what our boy Bob Ross always says. Okay, so let's see. These buildings are probably going to be brighter in the windows. So let's have that be brighter. And then if we do this, we can play with what can we do? Soft round brush. Here we go. Play around different colors. Windows. Make it a little brighter. Let's add some oranges. No, that's not right. Maybe something like this. Yeah, there we go. Then we can really saturate and brighten that up because these are closer. There we go. I think that one looks cooler. Okay, and then I don't use that one actually, but I'm very familiar. I prefer Masking Tape Nice and Block Painter Sick Blender. Yeah, the Sick Blender is definitely my favorite out of the painting set. I don't understand how Sick Brush really, or not Sick Brush, Skin Brush actually works. I'm thinking it would be a 4 to 5 season, 96 episodes to 100, not going to 200 as an estimate amount. That is epic. That is epic. I like it. Shadowbox isn't even that long, at least not in my estimation. You know, things might happen where I make it a little bit longer. Who knows? But you know, I feel it. That's awesome. Do you have a? Did you say it, what the title was for it at all, or no? Did I miss that? I'm just looking up some color reference, guys. Okay, here we go. Let's make it kind of foggy, I guess. Let's do this. Where's my logo? So whatever I do is going to have to be darker down here. And maybe the sky is going to be a lighter color. Let's see. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I could cheat a little bit actually with the color picking. Cheat in a good way. Like this is a pretty cool reference right here. Looks like it might be from Akira. Yeah, it is. So, yeah. Let's copy you. just gonna rip off some of these colors a little bit. Maybe we have something like a big old strip right here. Let's just lighten up, maybe pink or something. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up as I go. I have no idea if any of this stuff is gonna stick or not, but it's fun. What about a green? Green kind of looks nice. No, it doesn't. I take that back. I think the pink is probably the closest one. Yeah, I need to do some like color blocking or something, I think. It's probably gonna be the best method. There's still more plot than 200 to 250. Oh, that's cool. BRB, Joe McFo fam. All good, Megan. All good. Probably gonna wrap up in about maybe like 10, 15 or so. My energy level has gone down a little bit, to be honest with you. Kind of tired and kind of hungry. Plus, there's only a few people left on the stream, but it's okay. It's okay. There we go. Sorry, checking my notifications, making sure I don't miss anybody important. What can I do with this? Because the colors are getting there. Let me try mixing it up a little bit more. I'm really liking this pink orange kind of thing. Like, that's a lot of fun. I think it is going to contrast this blue from Javen really well. Although I did this on the wrong layer, didn't I? Dag nabbit. That is not what I intend to do. Okay, I do like the contrast there though, so let's see if we can bring some of that back a little bit. I'm bringing contrast back. These other colors don't know how to act. That's a little bit better. Take out some of that saturation. I like those colors you're putting on the buildings. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. I want to keep the title to myself so it doesn't get taken. It's called Father Cleanse. In French, it's called Nettoyage des Plumes. And in Haitian Creole, it's Plumgerie. Is that how you say it? I don't speak French or Haitian Creole, so forgive me if I said it wrong. But if you're sold on that title and you want to make sure you keep it protected, then I would consider checking out a copyright office or getting it trademarked, because you don't want to get your stuff stolen. I don't know how common of a title that would be. You have to see. But yeah, if you protect yourself legally like that, then there's nothing anyone can do to stop you. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's get Javen in there. Let's get his powers looking slick. Let's get white. And this is just a quick sample of his color. I don't think that's gonna. Why is it doing that? It didn't do what I wanted to do. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why it's acting up. Okay, transform this. Hey, again, guys, this is just a sketch, so I'm not super worried about how detailed this looks, but I do like where it's heading, though. I think I want to try out a slightly darker sky. Let's see how that looks. Let's get my gradients out, and night sky. There we go. Ooh, that looks kind of cool too. Okay, let's get our thick, soft brush out. Let's move this up a bit. Yeah, there we go. I think that's looking pretty cool. I'm kind of digging it. And if I had some buildings in the background here, yeah, it's definitely much better. I'll merge that. I'm pretty satisfied. Pencil, so let's get some of these buildings to look a little sharper. Get some of the buildings sharper. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and then maybe it'd be nice to have some stars in the background, just a little bit. I know there's not gonna be that many stars in the sky with it being this bright, but screw it. Distant lights. Let's see this. It's more for the city, but I can lower that opacity. Just get rid of some of that. What y'all think? What y'all think so far? Probably gonna need to be darker if we're gonna see that logo. Wow. It's kind of cute. Yeah. I could still even go darker. There we go. Part of me wants to make this poster taller so that the tile should be up here instead of down here. But I don't know. I'll have to play around with it. Let's see. That muffin didn't fill you up. I am a very I'm pretty sure it's sarcasm, but no, it did not fill me up. I am not a small individual. You're close, Jordan, in the pronunciation. Okay, good. I'm glad. I like that building. That's a nice. Oh, I like that building. That's a nice building. Thank you, Amanda, and thank you for letting me impersonate one of my favorite Shrek characters. Really came together. The lit buildings point up. I'm so glad you like it, man. Yeah, I think once I add some distance or some lights in the distance back here too, I think that'll really sell it. So actually, matter of fact, let's see brushes, distant lights, put some yellows and stuff. Wait, is this? These are real distant lights. Okay, so these are really powerful. Or not powerful though. There we go. Yeah, I think it's looking kind of cool, yo. I think it's looking kind of cool. Maybe I should just change the logo altogether. Maybe I should not have it be white. Maybe it needs to be... Let's try this. Nope, that's not gonna do it. Maybe, ooh. I might have to talk to Kathy about this one. She's a graphic designer, so we're gonna see what color she thinks will work best. But I think maybe, I don't know. It's making me think I should just not even have it here. I might need to pull this drawing up and make it like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut off some of the bottoms, but I think it's getting there. I think it's getting there though. Or wait, is there a way to outline this? I could do like a layer style or something. I don't actually know how to do that. Does anyone know if there's a way to do that? Layer settings, maybe? Nah, that's not gonna work. I was gone for 2 minutes and bam, it's almost done. Oh man. Your 2 minutes is a very long time. I guess so. But you know what, guys? I'm actually really feeling this. As a loose sketch, you know, for the colors and stuff, considering I only did one, I think we made some pretty good progress on this. Okay, yes, let's save. Let's make sure it's saved well. Who knows, guys? If you might see me present this at or be selling something like this at like a convention one of these days. Jay, look at my boy though. He is ready to roll. He's ready to go into action. And he's looking suave. There's something I was gonna do with these little lights. Is it this layer? Yeah, let's see. It might be too bright. Change up the colors a bit. Ooh, that's kind of looking cool actually. Actually, I didn't even realize that the design is actually continuing to point up towards him, so that's working out for me. Let's see the logo. Yeah, it just looks really good up here. Oh, I'll figure it out. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Anyway, I think we're in a good spot. So let's do a quick review. We're gonna wrap it up in a minute. So basically, all the stuff. Oh wait, let me actually make a group of this. That would actually be good, wouldn't it? All right. So where did we start today? We started with Javen. We cleaned up his sketch that I did, and let's see. Yeah, we started with these loose building sketches. There was nothing, none of the yellow stuff was here, and we had this old Javen sketch from last year, or last time we were on the stream, and I didn't really like it very much, but that's where it was. And so we changed it up. There's the sketch. and I sketched this cleaner version before the stream, so y'all missed that part of the process just for time reasons. Then we had the line drawing, and we add some color to our boy, make it look all fresh and clean. We got his powers. Let's see. And then we added some color. And we're still playing around with what to do with the logo placement. But I am pretty happy with this overall. I think this is a pretty productive stream for only 2 hours, you know? And the only reason I'm ending it is because I think I just need a break from looking at this and because I am hungry. So everyone who has jumped on the stream, thank you so very much. Let me check the final comments. No, it wasn't, Mark. It was 2 minutes. Well, I have to go now. The poster looks sick, Jordan. Thank you. Thank you so much. Don't worry about having to go right now or apologize or anything like that because we're about to end this. So anyway, guys, again, Happy New Year to all of you. Hope you all had a great holiday. Next week, we're going to be probably continuing this. And if we're not continuing this, then we're going to do something else Shadowboxers related because y'all seem to like that. And if you have not already, please like and share the video, comment on it after the stream is done so we can boost the numbers in the algorithm so that more people can see what Shadowboxers is all about and so they can all witness the Joe McFo show in action. Anyway, guys, have a great night. Love you all. Peace.